As you probably know by now, Google AdWords is one of the most cost-effective ways to drive targeted traffic to a website. It allows you to locate your prospective customers by the keywords you think they'll search, paying only for the clicks you actually receive. To the unfamiliar, however, the process of creating an AdWords account can be intimidating. That's why we've created this handy walkthrough to guide you. To begin, you'll need to point your browser to adwords.google.com. Here, you'll see a large Start Now button. If you already have an AdWords account, skip this step. Google does not permit duplicate AdWords accounts. On the other hand, if this is your first registration, proceed to the next page. On the next screen, you'll see two choices, the Starter Edition and the Standard Edition. Although you might consider yourself a starter, don't choose that option. It dramatically limits your ability to promote products and get important data on your campaigns. Next, you'll be given the opportunity to attach an existing Google account to your AdWords account. If you use services like Gmail or Google Reader, this might be a convenient option for you. For the purposes of this demonstration, however, we'll assume that we're starting from scratch. You can always add an email account at another time if you wish to. Click Continue. You'll be asked about your preferred currency. Once you've completed this step, your account will be ready to go. Simply check your email for the verification letter and you can log in to create your first ad. Once you've established an AdWords account, you'll have a little bit of work to do before actually creating your first ad. First, remember the structure of ads in Google AdWords. At the top of the hierarchy, you have campaigns. Campaigns are little more than groups of ad groups that have been bound together for one reason or another. In e-commerce situations, you might have one campaign for women's apparel, one campaign for men's apparel, one for shoes, and so on. Before starting, give some thought to the best organization for your business. Inside each campaign, you'll have ad groups. Each ad group will contain keywords and ad variations. Although those ad variations could be 3-line text ads, 1-line text ads, video ads, or images, the most common is the 3-line text ad for search. Each ad group should be tightly focused around a small group of keywords. We'd recommend picking a single keyword and using extremely similar variations to build each ad group. You want to use a small enough number of keywords that each one can be included somewhere in your ad at least once, and using extremely similar variations of one word or phrase makes that much easier. Once you've researched and divided your keywords by ad group, you can begin to create your first campaign. To do so, navigate to the Campaign Summary section of your AdWords account. Next, click on New Online Campaign. You'll want to select the Start with Keywords option. This allows you to create ads for the Google Search Network as opposed to the Content Network. We'll talk a little more about that in a moment. First, you'll need to name your campaign an ad group. In this case, we'll name the campaign Infinity Tungsten. And we'll name the ad group Women's Tungsten Rings. To begin with, we'll choose English as our language and target US-based traffic only. Over time, it may be effective to increase traffic to include other sources, but it's often wise to start small. Next, we'll be asked to create a 3-line ad. To do that, take a look at the keywords you've chosen for your first ad group. Be certain to include your primary keyword in the headline and the body of the ad, while ensuring that it's still easy to read and understand. In this case, our headline will be Women's Tungsten Rings. The first line of the description will be Stylish Women's Tungsten Rings. The second line, we'll put Prices start at $99 per ring. This text mentions both singular and plural versions of the word ring, and it includes the phrase women's tungsten rings twice. The reason we pay such careful attention to including keywords is because these keywords will be highlighted in your ads whenever they're displayed in search engine results. The bold text will help your ads stand out, thus increasing your click-through rate. Now, once you've created your ad text, you'll need to enter in the domain name and the destination URL. Remember, the domain name includes only the portion of the URL up to the .com or .net ending. The destination URL, however, should be the specific page within the site that you want your visitors to see. In most cases, the destination URL is not the same as the domain name. Once you've created your ad, you'll be taken to a page where you can enter keywords. Before you do that though, it's best to create another 1 to 2 variations of your ad. By testing several ads initially, Google will help you determine which ads perform the best. This simple step could ultimately save you thousands of dollars. When you're finally ready to enter your keywords though, type or paste them into the keyword window with 1 keyword per line. In most cases, it's a good idea to start out experimenting with each type of match: broad match, phrase match, and exact match. That way you'll be gathering separate data on each variation, making it easy to figure out if only the exact match works well for your purposes. The last thing to consider before moving on is the possibility of negative matches. In this case, we may wish to avoid getting views and clicks from people searching for women's tungsten rings with stones, so we could use words like diamond, emerald, and topaz as negative keywords. Once you click Continue, you'll be asked to enter a daily budget and a per-click budget. We won't spend much time discussing that here, as we've covered the topic in depth in some of our text lessons. However, once you've entered the budget you'd like to work with, you'll be asked to finalize your selections. Before considering yourself done, make sure to click on your campaign and view the campaign settings. Pay special attention to the networks and bidding section of the page. When you're just getting started, it's best to stick to Google Search, as the search partners in the content network don't always deliver the same quality of results. Over the next few days, you'll want to keep a close eye on your new campaign. In future videos, we'll discuss more advanced Google AdWords tricks and techniques that you can use to modify and improve your campaigns as you go.